has stopped. Nice and damp. It's not really warm, but 10 degrees Celsius. We'll take it. It's supposed to be warmer and warmer now. So, you know, thanks to all you guys that have came along, stayed with me. All the new viewers, if you're back with me again, just a little bit of my life. Renos, got some build to happen here, stuff like that. So greenhouse came off. I used it, you know, for quite a while. If you go back, watch the last video, or you know, I used it for my bedding plants and stuff 3-4 years ago. I was doing a lot of gardening and I'm cutting back, so I'm just gonna fix it, make a nice build here. I'm gonna be putting siding on. So, you know, if you just jumped on here and you remember my little griff off grid, that's just things that I do on my channel. Just jumping around, doing a little bit of chores around the homestead. I get out, try and do a little fishing and that too. It's not all work. It's road trips, but this summer's going to be pretty busy with builds, improving, fixing up, siding on the cabin, and might be doing some more milling. Just trying to get ready for another project next year. Want the lumber to dry enough. So yeah, and these piles of dirt, if you're seeing here in this video, I did have garden beds here, and that's where they just got put 11 years ago when I was cleaning up the homestead, and I just put roots and rocks. I raked everything up, and it was too much work to try and wheelbarrow it all away, so I just started building garden beds, and now I want to clean up the yard, make it a little nicer, and organize things. So that's what we're doing. We're just cleaning it up. If you go back a couple videos, you see the new planters I built for my garden. Garden's up already, starting to come. And but thanks again for all of you that are, you know, tuning in and enjoying this kind of content. So I'm gonna just get back to ripping this up a little bit, and then we'll get a load out to the dump. Oh, we're going to take this load out and we'll come back. So, try and clean up and we'll show you along the way. Hard to get them out. But I figured, taking this all apart, I might as well save these hangers. The rest is just going in the garbage, but yeah, there's half of it. Just like well, so I ran out of gas, but that's okay. I got all the big stuff pretty much. See, this deck was getting it, but I just had these extra runners here, and then I had kind of deck on the back there so I could walk These TGIs are all right, but now the ends are rotten. I need some 10-footers. So I got to see which way I'm going to go, 10-foot or 8-foot. And I'm going to just cut them off. There's a good piece in the middle. And then there's a couple on the outside here that were good. So we'll be reusing some, but like you can kind of see along that one, that's kind of rotten. I'm not going to reuse that. Down further, it's all good. So, well, for those of you that are following me, you know that I use bare minimum for tools. Sometimes a hammer, mostly a drill, mostly a chainsaw. And this tool I found in my shop. I don't use it very often, but I'm going to today because some of the ends are cracked on these, and then part of it was where it was out from under the porch. It got pretty wet and some of it started to rot a little bit, so I'm going to be cutting these off. So I'm just going to square up, cut bad pieces off. So I'm going to use the 4-foot square, which gives me a little better idea where I'm cutting. So felt marker, my square. There, that gives me seven nice board joists. All I need. Yeah. Oh, we'll get that cleaned up. A little more to go there, but we'll get her cleaned up and do some leveling. And move this stuff so I can cut grass. Grass is starting to grow. Don't get it trimmed, then it's going to get harder to deal with. But I got a nice bunch of stuff that I saved that's good, so I'll go put it away, and I might use some of it here on the build. So we'll let's see. I better turn the fuel on. and see where our next pad's going to go. Well, we need 3 of these. Little bark here is not going to hurt anything. Just these are only squared on 3 sides, but that's all I need them squared for. So I'm just going to straighten the ends out a little bit. Make sure they're square. Oh, that's not very sharp. I think I cut a nail when I was cutting my greenhouse up. Feels pretty sharp, but it didn't do too bad. Yeah, I got it marked all the way over so I can make sure my saw follows those marks. And that will get it pretty straight. Well, looks like you delivered what we need. So, let's see if that will fit in there. I don't know. See, we're going to see how straight or how level we are. We're going to find out right away. Better go this way. I cut these on my mill last fall, so they're kind of dried a bit, but still heavy. Okay, it comes up there. It's got to go down a little bit. Down 1 inch. Use my planer. We'll plane the ground about 1 inch. If you've seen me pack that in there, you kind of have an idea what I'm doing. I did the first one. Oh, the phone to interrupt. a little bit. This one's probably got to go down half an inch anyways. Neighbor's going to come and give me a hand, see if we can get an angle up here for see what I'm going to do with rafters. Just kind of get this part laid out. I didn't really want to step out of there, but I'm not sure if I'm going to have enough slope. I should have, but I'm just going to put a slope ceiling in. So, but by the time I drop 2x6 rafter, you know, try and get the pitch on there. If it's going to be too low on the low side, then I'm going to dig all these down, drop them down another 3 or 4 inches, whatever, so there'll be one step coming out into the porch. I just don't like steps, period. I have trouble walking on 2 feet, and sometimes I trip over the 2 I have, so try and keep it simple. But if you're still following me, thanks for checking in. I am Little Griff. I'm Don, but Little Griff. And off grid here. I've been off grid for 11 years and just building, changing things. Had a pretty slow go to start with, trying to build things and get what I needed, which was a good roof over my head and a little bit of power from the sun and that kind of thing, you know, get batteries and get things set up so I could have a fridge and a freezer, and that took a few years to get to this point, and things are running pretty good. So I'm just going to work on fixing this up a little better. And then there'll be some other changes you'll see once this is done. I cut back on the gardening, so you know, not any need for that greenhouse on there. So, but we'll catch up back with you in a little bit.